love that I get to start this interview. But before we go on, I have a special number. Akura is not going to like it, but I don't care. Your club is out of FA Cup. You have nothing. Your club is out of FA Cup. You have nothing. One more time, one more time, one more time. It's a FA Cup. You have nothing. You can hold it there. Thank you, thank you, thank you, my audience. I've been hammering on one thing. I say hammering on one thing since the end of last season. You people know what it is. You know what it is. I told you, you sack your coach, you go back to square one. You sack your coach, you drew against Burnley. You sack your coach, now you're out of FA Cup. There's nothing to hold on to anymore. Absolutely nothing. Another trophyless season for Man United. It sounds heavy, but it's the actual fact. Sacking your managers has never solved your problem. Sacking Amorim was not your problem. And again, let me reiterate. I'm not saying Amorim was a fantastic coach. All I'm saying is, we needed patience with one manager. No matter the weather, no matter the storm. You sack your coach, you lose your identity. Look at what they played today. Just look in Old Trafford though, against Brighton. Just look at the kind of football. Fletcher on the wheel. In fact, Kuron wants to sack Fletcher today, say, like today, right now. Fletcher out. He's an interim manager, let me just remind you. Fletcher out. You wanted to play back four. You have played back four. You wanted to sack your coach. Amorim out. Amorim out. Amorim out. Back to square one. We didn't even look decent in the slightest bit, except in the final half or the final minutes of the game that they were now trying to see if they can do a remontada that they cannot do. The last time you did a remontada, it was with Amorim. You are trying to do it again now with Fletcher. Fletcher ever had the mind to pull the trick out of the bag and bring Harry Maguire to come and score. I should not be laughing, but this is the state of the club. It's our reality, and we have to face it. Simple. You have to face it. Impatience has kept us where we are, and it's not going to do anything for us. You will bring another manager now. You will be expecting a quick fix. To the people that says we have to keep on sacking managers till we get it right. You're not getting it right this season. I mean, this season is already gone. Hard truth. The season is gone. Now we're chasing top 4, top 5. We might not even make it to Conference League from the way it's looking. We might not see the Conference League. It's that bad. It's that terrible. No identity, no style of play. Just, trial and error. You bring in Lacey. He came in. So many shots. I mean, not like, I don't have anything against the boy. He's a fantastic player. But he came in. Did he get any shot on targets? None that I saw. And as a young lad that he is, picked up an unnecessary red card. Emphasis on unnecessary. I mean, you want to come. The young kid wants to come and, show us that you have so much team spirit. You are so hungry for football. I love it, but that was so wrong. That was so unnecessary. Why you throwing tantrums? Like you came on and you're throwing tantrums. Unnecessary tantrums. Sesko, let's forget that you scored that one goal. Oh. You need to sit up as a player, especially if you're going to play for this Manchester United. Is it that you sit up or we look for a new striker? We don't even have a striker. I'm sorry, but I don't consider you a striker. Whenever we play with you, we play with -1. I mean, the last 3 goals for United came from you, but you have zero hunger for the game. You have zero thirst. You have zero passion. You don't play like you're playing a game a knockout game. You're not playing like you came to actually, I've been saying this since, you keep on dragging your feet. You're always dragging your feet. Bruno Fernandes, I love you. I'll never speak bad against you, but I don't know what happened today. I guess it's because you're just coming back from an injury, but the entire team was in disarray today. The only player I feel for, even though he has his downside, is Koha. That guy is like one of the best players we have right now at the moment. So much hunger, so much passion, so much like good style of football. But those, stop holding the ball. Stop. When it's time to pass the ball, pass the ball. You can't keep on. You do the same thing over and over again. I get it. You're trying to score. You're trying to, be or carry the club on your head and just get us somewhere. But unfortunately, you can't do it alone. You have to play for the team. You have to pass the ball. You have to distribute the ball. You can't be holding up football. What else do I take away from this game? It don't happen. We say it don't happen. It's a hard truth. You United fans don't want to hear it. A very toxic fan base at that. You've sacked your coach, and this is where you are, and this is your reality. Goodbye. Oh, he doesn't want to talk. He doesn't. Please.
Rolling.
The man.
First time in the house, first losing, let's the show.
Come on.
I was
All
gonna
the way
mention
from Manchester to Morocco, and he came to the HQ. Shout out to Eros Sikaya, man. He's this thing will be linked. I beg, subscribe. The great Manchester United fan of our time. He's Congolese too, and he was supporting us yesterday. So let's show him love.
Okay. Right, first things first, big up Football Fans Tribe. I'm at the we're at the HQ in Morocco. Now let's get to the game. Listen, this is an email with a proof of my FA level 1 in talent identification. There you go.
Fantastic.
This is the certificate. So if Manchester United want to hire me, please feel free to do so. Feel free to do so. Right. I think everyone that follows me knows that I had a very strong opinion on the manager. I wanted him out. Now that he's out, I think our focus has to go to the owners. And I think I'm talking about Jim Ratcliffe, Omar Barada, Ineos in general, Jason Wilcox, all of the guys upstairs. Now it's time to talk about you guys. You failed massively in the space of 2 years. Not saying that I was the biggest Ten Hag fan, but you made a mistake in giving him a new contract and then sacking him a couple of months later. You made a mistake in publicly backing Amorim, sacking him a few months later. So clearly, there's something that you guys are not doing right. What's the next step going to be? Because one thing I always say as well, as much as I'm a fan, as much as we are all fans, the club should not listen to what we say. Absolutely not. Because when we had the choice between getting taken over by Jim, Ratcliffe, or the Qatari, a lot of fans had a lot of strong opinions. And everyone overnight became experts in human rights and this, that, and the third to justify not to go for the Qataris and to have Jim Ratcliffe come to the club. Because Jim was meant to put the Manchester back in Manchester United. Remember? That was the saying. He was going to put the Manchester back in Manchester United because he was born in Fellsworth. How's that working out? How is that working out? And what's the next step? There's a clear track record of him managing his previous club, or still current club. I don't know if is he still the owner of Nice? Yes. Okay. There's a clear track record of how he treats that club. So how is he going to treat this club any different? What, just because we're bigger? At this point, we might as well be on the same level as Nice. We might as well be. We are. So I think the owners have to take a deep look at themselves. We don't even, at this point, we don't know who the interim of the interim is going to be. Bless Fletcher, man. Fletcher knows he's not here for a long time. So I'm not going to sit here and go at Fletcher and say, oh, Fletcher, this, that, and the third. No, I'm not going to do that. Because as soon as the new interim comes in, the interim is out. So who's the interim to the interim? Who is it? And who's going to be the permanent to the interim? No clue, no idea. We don't know anything. And again, the club shouldn't listen to us fans, but we deserve to know what's going on. We deserve to have some clarity. We're not saying tell us all of the business that you're doing. We're not telling us, give us all the details on the finances. Don't do that. That's fine. But the club deserves to know what's going on. I seen a big sign at the end of the game. Someone said, Jim can't fix this. No. You stay over there because this is the guy that you wanted in. So tell Jim to fix this. He has to. He has to now. So that's all we're waiting for. The next step. Because, yes, I'm going to talk about the game here and what's the point? What's the point? Because what have we seen today that we can replicate the next game? Man City. Of course, yeah, Ahmad and Bouma are back. I'm happy. But are we really prepared for City? They just bought Semenyo. Semenyo, who was part of the 10-1 against, what was it, Exeter? Yeah. Goal and assist, man of the match. Okay. Are we ready for that? And they're coming to ours. Listen, man, it's peak. It's peak times for Man United fans. So that's all I can say. The ownership have to take a deep look at themselves because now it's all on you. It's all on you now. What are you going to do next? What are your next steps? Is there some clarity? Or are you just going to pin it all on Fletcher and then the journalists are going to bombard Fletcher with questions? What's he going to say? What's he going to do? He had to step down from his role to come and manage the team. Listen, man, the team, they done their best. They done what they could. I've said that this team is good enough to be top 5, top 6. But who's guiding them? Who's putting them in the best possible setup to perform well? Because it's not going to be Fletcher. It's not going to be him. And even the interims that are being talked about, Ollie, listen, again, got a lot of love for you, Ollie. Club legend, but do we want to do this again? And then when he gets a lot of good results, are we going to give him the permanent again? And then it fails again? Carrick, I could possibly have an affinity towards that. Possibly. If Carrick comes in on an interim, cool. I can sit back and say, all right, let's get top 5 till the end of the season. Because I think top 5 gets you Champions League now, not top 4. Peak times. Peak times.
Sorry, bro.
It's quite a shame. It's a big shame. It's a big shame to people like us, not the club owners, because they are shameless. They are shameless because you can't go back to your ex if you're a normal human being. You can't go back to your ex. And when we speak facts, people think you are being sentimental. Okay, 2 days ago I said something. I said, if you fire the manager without a proper plan of replacing him, and you have 2 legends around, and you've been holding meetings for 1 week plus, face-to-face meeting every day, and these 2 guys are jobless, why not give the 2 of them the job, 1 caretaker, 1 assistant? End it now. If you have Carrick around, why talking about Ole? What is Ole coming to offer us now that we've not seen before? You have a Carrick. You've not texted him. He was there in between Ten Hag and the arrival of Radcliffe. What's his name? The journalist now. Ragnick. Yes. He was in between Ten Hag and Ragnick. Yes. And I remember he didn't lose any game. He coached out against Chelsea and he played at a draw with Ronaldo them available then. So Ole is around. He managed United with Ronaldo, with Cavani, and we couldn't succeed. And I have said this. If you want to go interim now, why didn't you do it when you contacted Ruben and he said he wasn't ready? Because you guys are clueless. You guys are very clueless. We have moved from hiring winners. Now we are trying managers. What are we going to do now that we've not done before? Last season, we used 3 managers. We used 3 managers last season to finish 15th. This season again, we are going to use another 3 managers again. Manchester United. I don't have anything against Fletcher. He's there to help. He said it that he's there to help. He said it is there to help, and no problem. If he's there to help, I don't have anything against Fletcher. But my question is, what are you guys waiting for? When was the last time we'll get a proper manager bounce? When was the last time Manchester United fans get a proper manager bounce? There was Van Nistelrooy in between. Then Ruben Amorim came and he played out a 1-1 draw against Ipswich. That was how his own era started. Look at our game today. Since November, December, we've been conceding goals down to defensive error. Banking on Leniero. Last time it was on goal from Eddie Heaven. Today it was nowhere to be found. You people just make caricature of us every day because you don't care. What should I stand here now? What will I be saying here that I've not said before? You need a yes manager. That is why you sacked Ruben Amorim. It was never down to result. So you sacked him because he said what you don't want to hear. So you are bringing in that man that accepted Cavani ahead of Erling Haaland. That's the man you are bringing. So we'll have 3 managers again this season. And we'll still not make top 4. Because last season we used 3 to finish 15th. That is where we are. No direction, no vision. Look at our midfield. A player like Ogate who cannot hold ball for 10 seconds is playing for Manchester United. Diego Dalot, one of the oldest players in Manchester United, is every day the reason why we lose games. And you guys don't care. How can you manage Manchester United when you are struggling with knees? Because we have owners who want to reap where they did not sow. You don't know football. Glazer, you know nothing about football. Can you sell off the club? Because it's easier for me. How about people paying £65? How about people buying season tickets to sit at Old Trafford today and watch us being destroyed by Brighton? We have a very long way to go because if you look at this team, there is nothing. There is nothing. We have ended Fernandez's career. There is no football club Fernandez will give what he has given to United. He won't go home with silverwares. We've ended him. Look at Casemiro. We've ended him also. You want to buy young boys. We want Martinez, you bring in Le Mans. We want Ole Watkins, you are giving us Sesko. And you say Vision 2028. You Ratcliffe, you Ineos. So what is the Nice vision? You are failing at Nice and they are promising us United fans that you will win Premier League in 2028. You are a disgrace, sir. All of you are a disgrace. Jesse Wickers had the tete-a-tete with Ruben Amorim. When the agreement now fell off, you sacked Amorim. Now you're looking for the new person. Because you was against Dan Ashworth. You are not the king at Old Trafford doing nothing. I told people that this January we'll be discussing manager when people are signing players. That's the game. Oh, the whole fans are against Ruben Amorim. If we sack him, they will be happy. They will forget that we're not signing players. And it's working for you guys. Before you know it, the January transfer window will be over. You will give us Ole. And you tell us by summer. Who are you bringing? That manager that will go to World Cup and fail. Get sacked by the country. Then you go and get him. Because we'll now sack manager and hire another sacked manager. Ole just got sacked from Turkish League now. So you are getting him. You now prefer trying people against hiring full winners. Proven winners. That is where we are. From Ole back to Ole. There is no problem. Fletcher, today, I also have 1 or 2 against you. Because we are playing Brighton. And if you have the likes of Casemiro on the bench, you won't have to keep them on the bench. Brighton is not a small club because we are unlucky. I don't know why none of us go get Brighton. FA Cup. We are suffering. So why now we now go get Premier League team? When other people they win 10-1. How am I even sure that if now we play, we go win 10-1? That's how unlucky we've been. But you play what is in front of you. But today, the setup to me was a little bit wrong. It's a shame. So the season is over. Our season have ended. Because we can't make top 4 and we have forgotten silverware again this season, second season in a row. So most of us are now missing the hack. I thought he will play ugly and win something for us. Everything is your mistake. You don't have direction. There is no vision. You don't have anything to tell Man United fans today to hold on to. Aside giving us fake promises. I'm tired. Let me just say it here. I am tired. Yes, I am very tired because there is no light. There is no hope that it's going to get better. We are not discussing with anybody. We are not talking transfer. Pep had a very nice winter last January. He had a very good summer. He's having a good summer, just winter again. I mean Pep. We, a depleted team, we are talking about only. We are having face-to-face meeting every day. No problem. We'll be here now. The new guy will come. So we have 2 decisions now to make. No, we have 2 decisions to make. To decide on the interim manager and to plan on the permanent manager. Yes. You keep retrogressing every day. We have moved from 3 at the back. Now you're playing 4 at the back. The new manager might come and decide to set up his own. You are twisting players' legs. Go and check how many managers Diego Dallas has played under as a Man United player. Check Rashford. Diego Delete has never played under one manager for 2 seasons as a player. He came to Manchester United, it continues. Now he's injured. We are not hearing anything about him. From back injury, nobody's talking about Delete again. What do you want to talk about Welbeck? No, listen. By summer, a manager said, this team is broken. Let's get a Premier League proven striker to help us. You people now said, no, Ole Watkins is expensive as he's old. Let's get a 22 years old. My question is, if you are getting a 22 years old, who is he going to learn from? Because the idea was, get Watkins. Then by summer, we'll get a young striker. Or maybe possibly, you won't have allowed Rasmus Højlund to go. So you let Højlund go. You didn't buy Watkins. Then you bought a 22 years old boy. Positive. Back-to-back goals. He scored the last time, he scored again today. That's only positive. And Fernandes is currently playing where he used to play. Back-to-back assists also to Šeško. So let's watch. Everybody wants the 4 at the back. What have you been playing for, Alex? Every Man United manager outside Ruben Amorim have always played 4 at the back. So 4 at the back is not the problem, conclusively. The manager is not the problem. The problem is the club owners. Financially, that you have money, enough capital does not mean your business will succeed. If you don't have an idea about the business, you will still fail. So our problem is not manager. Our problem is not the playing style. Because there is no word. You will need a playing style to defeat Wolves. If you have the players with the right mindset, if you are going through the right recruitment, we won't be where we are today. So enough of manager. The board, the club owners, you guys are my biggest problem. The only problem at Old Trafford is Glazer and Ineos. Bring whoever you want to bring. Bring Pep to this team. Unless you give him a blank check, unless you tell him you are going to be the full-time manager here and you are going to take every decision in respect to recruitment, that's the only way will succeed. So if you go and bring Ancelotti and you are the one buying players for him, there is nothing we can do about it. So Ineos and Glazer, you guys are my problem. Not Carrick, not Ole, not Fletcher, not even Ruben Amorim.
No violence, brothers, no violence.
There's somebody who will fight me. They'll fight me.
People should take it easy. You people should take it easy.
Should I stand there? Oh, I want to be here for it. That started.
How far can I go? Um, I blame myself for letting um my mood to be shift from me. Just they were. I blame myself for letting my mood be affected by shifts now, Biko. I blame myself for letting my mood being affected by this club when there are better teams like the Nigerian team that I should have been pouring my energy to. And that's what I've been doing since. I don't know what happened today that made me. Now, I'll just go straight to it. The impotent imbeciles, anything I will say, if it won't go on YouTube, then it no go. No problem. The impotent imbeciles that are in. No, I will say everything I want to say. Then if you no go on YouTube, and I no go post my own. The like I said, the impotent imbeciles at the club, if you guys are not ready to act right, then I don't know. As for the 11 bunch of twats that were on the pitch today, as for the woodpeckers that were on the team today, the woods, plywoods, trash cans, now wood just there for pitch, 11 of them made of steel. As for all of you today, since you guys have said we the United fans do not derive joy, I hope your day is as times 10 as horrible as my own. I hope you go on to have a terrible week. I hope you go on to have a terrible month. Not just you. Anybody in that club that's ready to be, whether you're a physical trainer, your physical, I don't care. All of you will have times 10 of my mood right now. Diego Dalot. Diego Dalot. I think the earlier you realize that mentally speaking, you're not it, the better for you. Very good. Because sometimes when you play, you make me appreciate you not playing at all. That is the honest truth, Diego Dalot. You are as terrible as it comes. There's no difference between you playing and you sitting down on the bench. You could have as well played with nobody at the right back. I wonder what goes in through your head during games. Do you think of your family while in games? Do you think of other things while in games? Because your momentary lapse of concentration is too much. We are on a counter, 2-1, 9 minutes. You carry ball. Give your opponent. If you're mentally unstable, you speak and you say it. The earlier, let's look for a resuscitating home or a psychological home for you, my brother. I'm done with this club for this year. I am done. This jersey, I won't wear it again. I'm done. After the AFCON, I go back to Nigeria and I focus on other things. I am done. You guys have emotionally killed me. Very good. Fine. I lose emotionally, I lose financially, I lose spiritually for this club. I lose psychologically for this club. I am done for the year. You guys should go on and keep on fooling yourselves every game. Massive game, you can go ahead and win 4-0 is your business. We've lost to Everton this season, 10-man Everton. We've drawn Wolves, we've drawn Leeds, we've drawn Burnley. It is enough. It don't do. You guys have crossed the Rubicon. It's enough. And disband the club. Everybody in the club should be turn the club to a cooking franchise. We are better off as a food selling organization than a football club. Because you will tell me why, as at this point in time, this is January 11th, I'll be 12th. There is no news about anybody want to sign. People that have better squads than you are reinforcing, buying players. I was saying this thing before the AFCON. We knew that Ahmad and Ben were going for the AFCON. Till today, we go pack Fletcher children, Scholes children, Rooney children, full our squad. Mantato, Lacey, J Fletcher, B Fletcher. That is our bench. People that have better squads than you are buying players. No, it's enough. Because I would never, and this was, the last time this happened to me was a very long time ago. I let myself get emotional too much for this game. Because this was our only holding this season. The FA Cup was the only thing left. And since the players and the club cannot identify that this is what we have left for the season, let us do all things possible to win it. Since you guys are that daft, then better off, you're being paid and you're being this daft. Me, I lose to watch you. It better I emotionally pull out too. Let's all be, like I said, I won't wear the jersey for any interview for mine again. This is like, man, I win Man City 6-0, it's your business. The season is over. You can't get as worse. There's not even between this season and last season. Carabao Cup, you crash at first stage. FA Cup, you're crashing out now. Premier League is over. And you're supposed to be this is supposed to be a better season from last season. No problem. I regret for even speaking this long. All of you at the club, like I said, just go out. Turn the club to a franchise, a cooking franchise. Let's know that what you do is buying and selling of food, because there is no reason. All those Berada, I don't even, honestly, let me even say it now. All those our owners, I know them by their face, and I've never cared less till now. And I don't care to know you guys at all. Enough is enough. This season, you guys have done your worst. You have done, there is nothing that will beat this one again. The worst teams in the league, we've drawn to all of them.
Thanks for watching. Right here, another one of our videos where you're supposed to like, and all our social media links. I beg, follow us on every platform because we get content